What can you do on the PowerBook G4 in 2021? We will find out in this episode of MorphOS and Beyond on Amitopia TV. So this is my PowerBook G4. It is a 1.64 GHz machine and it got about 2 GB of RAM. It's my machine that I use every day, and I have taken my Aeon mouse with me, but you can also use the touchpad, of course. There's no problem with that, but I like to use a mouse because the touchpad on the PowerBooks are not the best, but it works. So let's go online and see what we can do with the MorphOS machine or an AmigaOS next gen machine like this one. It's very robust OS that is lightweight. It's only about 400 megabytes in size, the entire operating system, and it runs AmigaOS software like TVPaint, for example. So MorphOS runs both PowerPC programs and AmigaOS programs. Here you have the newest Wayfar browser, and also I can, as you see in here, have different types of programs. And TVPaint is a paint program from 1996, and it works flawlessly. I just don't have RX installed, but that doesn't matter. As you can see, this is a paint program that just works as it should, and you can use it for doing graphic stuff, etc. But let me show you how it is to browse the net. Let's go to, for example, Google Maps. So let's see how this goes on this 1.64 GHz machine. It's not as fast as on a modern PC or Mac, but it is completely doable. So let's just search for something like Gibraltar. Enter, and let's see how fast MorphOS or Google Maps works on this machine. This is live. It's not the fastest, and it is not the slowest neither. So here you can see Gibraltar, here, the little enclave that UK have in southern tip of Spain. Yeah, and it works fine, and you can move around, and it works. Right. Let's try to zoom in. But as you see, it works really well on MorphOS. You can see the mountain here, the typical Gibraltar mountain also. I have been up there with the monkeys, and it's amazing. So that is pretty awesome. But I don't know if it's possible to go on Streetview. Let's see. I don't think so. Let's see if it will work with Streetview here or not. And it seems to work. I never thought that a Streetview would work on an AmigaOS, but it does. It's quite slow, but with some patience, it actually works. This is a street in Gibraltar, and I was not expecting that it would work. That is amazing, I think. So yes, the Google Street View works. This is as I have to say, 1.64 GHz MorphOS machine. This is not a PC or a fast Mac. This is the Macs from the mid 2000s. So it's pretty awesome, I would say. That it works. So for the Google Maps experience, it works nicely. But for Google Street View, for now, it's still a little bit too slow, I would think. But you know, the fact that you can go on Google Maps and the fact that you can do Google Street View is really cool, I would say. So what else can you do on the MorphOS machine then? And this? Well, you can of course also go on YouTube. Well, YouTube is not the most the fastest feature on this slower Mac, but of course it works. But it takes time to load everything. As you see, it's slow, but with the more update, the development of Wayfarer, the web browser for MorphOS, it will of course be better. But for now, this is the speed that the MorphOS people can get out of a 1.64 GHz PowerPC machine. So let's just search for something, and let's search for Abroad in Japan, because that's one of the shows I'm watching daily, or every time something comes out from him. Chris Abroad is a very talented YouTuber, and let's see how it works on this MorphOS machine right now. And I'm cheating a little bit because I'm pausing a little bit, and I can say that the speed is not the best, but it's also not the worst. As it takes time to load. But it is loading, and that is the most important thing, isn't it? So let's see the video about why this Japanese town eats bears. Bears. It's the right word, bears. and see if it works on this 1.64 GHz machine. Yes, I said it again, but that is what is unique about this. And, I think the browser got some cache issues, and once they are finished, I think it will be a brilliant browser, because sometimes everything flows as it should, and then it halts and then runs again. So yeah. Well, as you see, it loads up the page, but the video will not be played, because in this Wayfarer version there's no video support yet. So sorry, but it actually runs the entire thing around it, so it's almost ready, and you can click on load, and then it will play the music sound. Let's see.
Oh, hello there. I'm standing here at the most northern tip of Japan's main island of Honshu in Aomori, in front of a big factory that sells lots of cider, and we're about to go on a whirlwind road trip across Aomori Prefecture. It's going to be a lot of fun. These are apples. They look like grapes, but...
So you can use Wayfarer as a music player on YouTube, so it's a good tip. And now let's go to some other stuff. Maybe you want to see the latest news on the MorphOS machine. This is how you go to CNN. And that is quite fast. So I would say it's a nice speed. See, I'm using this mouse still. It's really very convenient. And once it loads, it's quite fast actually. When you want another tab, you click here, and we can then go to an Amiga site, for example. A minute. See? So you can both read old news or new news, new sites, or you can see old Amiga sites, and you can even get a small thumbnail of the site you are at, which is pretty cool. See, and we can open another tab, and we can check the weather. I like yr.no. Don't trust the weather forecasts, but of course there are estimates, and see, clouds. So that is Oslo -1 today, 3, 4, 5. So it will be colder. Thank you, weather. Let's see if the menu works. Yes. Here we can choose the language. Let me choose English, since the audience out there are English. And then it changes to English. And then you can go onto Oslo here and check the weather. That is not me breathing, that is my PowerBook G4 saying shh a lot. So you can see the weather upcoming days. It's quite chilly actually. Almost no wind, so it will be very nice outside. So this is the browsing on the Amiga. And then I will want to show you how to download and see Ask Your Amiga app on MorphOS. This is DuckDuckGo. So let's ask your Amiga. See show you how to download and use this Wikipedia thingy that is also available for AmigaOS. So it's very awesome. So, and I want to download it. There we have it. That is the OS 3 version. I have shown it to you before. So let's just download it and save. And then like in AmigaOS, you can iconify, and then the app will still running, but it still will be in the background, but it will be not showing. So let's go to downloads and find Aya. That is Aya, and I want it to go here. And Series. That is a Series app. And let's unpack it. When I double click on the LHA file, it opened here, and I can just drag it there without installing anything. And then it's Aya here, and you can change the look of this. And as you see, there's AROS version, and MorphOS, OS 3 and OS 4. And let's run the MorphOS version. And then we can ask. So let's see. Where is Tenerife? And Santa Cruz de Canary Island is the result. And then we have location. You can see the location as image. You see. You can ask anything in this application, and it does it for you. What is about See. So what is about? A small vessel for travel on water, a dish often bowl-shaped for serving gravy or sauce, or in a verb, ride in a boat on water. See? And then you have different input, both English word. This is an English word definition. That is what we saw earlier. American pronunciation, boat. Boat, 4 letters. Image. See, there's a speedboat. Haha. Written, spoken. See? Word frequency history. See? It's been used more. That's very interesting. Synonyms. Gravy boat, gravy holder, sauce boat. Yeah, so as you see, Hindi. See, boat. Mandarin, Chinese, Hindi, Arabic, Spanish. It's very cool, and this doesn't need any browser, of course. So as you see, you can use MorphOS for many things online. This is just a few things like Google Maps, YouTube, and of course asking these questions. Except that the YouTube videos doesn't work yet. They did before with this other browser, which is Odyssey web browser, but Google changed that. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of MorphOS, and if you have any more questions regarding MorphOS, go to imitopia.com, and let's just go to enter and see if it works. Yeah, and it works really nicely. Even my pop-ups for subscribing to the newsletter works. Yes, so I'm happy. And the YouTube clip showing up, even though it won't play it. So I'm very happy. So that is perfect. Yeah, see you and have an awesome day. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe and like us. Have an awesome day.